it does actually look a little bit looser. Do you know what I mean? Do you see that or no?
I think so. Like she's definitely like just looking at all now.
Yeah. Yeah, and always too, I don't know if I've ever said this, but if you see something different than you think I'm seeing, tell me about it, because you know your dog, you know? So she's getting pulley right here, so let's wait a minute. Hey Tess, what's going on, baby dog? What's going on? You wanna go check out those smells? Yeah, but she sees or smells something. Yeah, we're gonna trust that nose. A picnic, that could be it.
But I don't see a dog.
Yeah. I mean, it could be anything too. She could have caught the scent of a fox that was here earlier, or, you know, it could be anything. You see how her head, well, she just popped her head up, but it was kind of lower and that kind of drivey. There it goes again. Yep. Okay, so let's go back to the mat and we'll go back to relaxing on the mat again. There was a little flicker there, that little shake. Tess, come here. Go to your mat.
Good girl.
Good job.
Do you get a treat for coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this back. Right there. What I need is like what is like a toddler snack thing that just shakes out a couple of
Yeah. Yes. Good girl. That was a bark. So she's breathing heavy again. Good girl. So remember, try to put that food on the mat for her and encourage her to lower her head again. That's fine if she doesn't see you. She'll go down to it in a minute. Look at that tail go. Good girl. Do you see their stuff down here, Tess? Look. There you go. It's all down there. You just got to sniff it out. So her inability to kind of sniff that out right now is a little bit telling. It can be that she's just kind of overwhelmed.
She also does that in the house sometimes.
Does she?
Like you can drop something just a few feet from her and she won't notice it. Like
It could be that she's just too focused on the food in your hand. That could be it.
Yeah, right now I think that's it. Because at home, I was slicing dinner last night and I dropped a piece of meat on the ground. Or someone did. Someone dropped a piece of meat on the ground and she just didn't move.
Yeah.
She was lying near it, didn't move. Whereas our last dog would have caught it on the ground. So.
Good girl, Tess. So she's looking over there and she's calm, which is great. There's little barking going on she's not even paying attention to right now. Oh, there she goes.
A dead thing last week. I don't know exactly what it was. There were locked out on Great Neck.
Yes, good girl, Tess, back here. Good girl. Very good.
Like rumbly.
Very good.
Really does not like rumbly engines. Like
Good girl.
diesel noises.
Yep.
And muscle cars. Just not like that at all.
Good girl. That was good though. She recovered quickly. She came right back. Okay, let's see if we start walking. Oh, good girl. Next time she stands up, we'll pick up the mat and we'll walk a few feet closer. The dog park is kind of dying down. It's much quieter right now than it was a little bit ago. There's somebody walking with their dog. I don't know if their dog is. Little beagle. I don't know if they're walking in the back or what. I think they are.
Where are the entrances? Is there one at the corner?
So there's one in the parking lot side, and then you can get in through the back over here. People don't always know it's there.
How you doing, Tess?
Yeah.
Who's a good girl? You're a good girl.
Good job. Tess, you want to keep walking?
Do you want to walk a little more? You didn't really get a good walk this morning. We just had a quick.
Yeah. Oh, good girl. Going back for that food. Good girl. Okay, so let's get her walking. We'll scoop up the mat again. Hey, Tess. You wanna go this way?
Let's take a walk.
Come here. Just like
You
more
wanna carry
foods.
it?
You're gonna carry it in your mouth? You're gonna be a retriever?
She did the other day, was shaking out her bed. She grabbed it.
Good. So she's watching that beagle. So let's go this way, Tess. Good. This way.
This way.
Good girl. Very good. So we'll just kind of keep her moving. She's sniffing. She's interested in that stroller, I think. Yes. Good girl.
I need to have a small handle, like a vacuum
Yeah.
cleaner, stroller on her. I don't know if she thinks it's a giant squirrel. I don't
She's
know.
probably just confused and doesn't know what it is. Good girl, Tess. Good. Very good. Very good girl. Yes, you are. Okay, so let's try putting it right over up here. This is actually, she's doing really good. I'm lying. We're just gonna follow her a little bit. Nope, this is, okay, we're gonna put it down here.
Hey, Tess.
I was gonna, and then she started pulling a little bit, so.
Doggies. Too many doggies.
Yeah. You gonna go on your mat? Tess, where's your mat? Good girl. Very good. There's a bark. Go.
All the doggies.
Very good, Tess. Yep, so let's move to just petting for the most part right now. Let her kind of encourage her to look around a little bit. And I'm actually gonna have you scoot over just a tiny bit that way so you're on the dog park side because she wants to look at you. So that way she'll be looking towards the dog park a little bit. She's watching that dog on the other side of me right now, which is good. Good girl. That's okay, just let her think through it. Good girl, Tess. Good choice. Very good. Yeah, so we want her to just think through it because that's fine. She got a little worked up. She got nervous. She stood up and then she was able to think through and be like, okay, I'll just go back to my mat. So she's not relaxed. Oh, there's 3 dogs right there. Okay, this is why we both have it. Tess, this way. So we'll just keep walking and just leave the towel there. Tess, good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes, right there. So let's see if she can work right here. If she can do, look at that.
Oh my gosh, she's got so much fun.
Good. So they're on the move again. Yes, good girl. That's fine. Yes, very good girl. Good. Yes. Good girl, Tess. That's good. She's laying down again and not in a stocky way. Do you see how even though it's similar position, it's a different, it's the way she moves into it. And it's good that we have this on video too because we can slow it down so you can see the difference. Yeah. So wait for her to look over there again. Good girl. Yeah. And now as they're walking away, we're going to let her look longer and longer before treating. Yeah, she doesn't even care that much anymore because there's kids and they're walking away. Good girl. She chose to go back and look for food on her own. Good. I want to try to be able to get her face too on the video without messing with her looking at them. Oh, that's okay. It's alright, so let's, good girl. There's kids over there. I'm actually going to give you 2 long lines. So that way you can practice with 2 people where you both, because some of this gets hampered a little bit with this one being so short.
Yeah.
I have an extra one in my car, so I'll give you 2 that you can attach her. And you can do one on the front, one on the back if that makes you feel more comfortable. So that way, you know, each person is holding 1 leash and is attached, so we have the whole safety thing. Yes. but we don't have to, we can kind of let her do a little bit more safely exploring. Good, Tess.
Girl, Tess.
So let's go over to the mat. Okay, yep, okay. So let's just bring her over to the mat. Come on, Tess. Come on, yes, good girl. We're gonna go do mat work, and let's have her watch those dogs. So see if you can get her set up so she's facing them. And her job is just to relax on the mat. We're gonna go back to feeding more frequently right now because she is really noticing them. Yes, good girl. So just feed back on the mat.
Can you come back? Come back over here. Can you get all the way on?
Yes, good girl, Tess. Very good. See if you can get her to lay down too. Good girl. There was a nice little loose tail swish.
You think you can lie down? Lie down. Maybe.
Good girl, Tess. They're running. Good girl. So yeah, I would definitely even try to practice just coming someplace with like where it's really, and even if you just stay in one spot and just eat lunch together and watch everyone going by, keeping her under threshold. It's kind of like that idea of people always call it's like flooding, where you know, if you're scared of spiders, you put somebody in a room full of spiders. But we're not doing that, because we don't want to push her over threshold. We want her to be comfortable. If she's doing things like getting stocky or getting really stiff, we need to get more space. And so you have to pay attention for that. I would definitely have two people, both, especially if you're sitting down. Yes, good girl. Both people having a leash on her, and just reward calm when there's stuff going on. So this is perfect, even just sitting here. And normally we come to the dog park and it's a straight linear path of like where the distraction is and working towards it. But this is different today. There's a lot more people around. There's dogs back there. So this is a good kind of in between for all of them.
It's more real life, because there's always distractions everywhere. So.
Yeah. There, you know, she's looking over here because they're playing ball, and then there's a dog barking back there. And that can be stressful, which is why we really want to pay attention to her body language. If you can set up somebody's camera to record her, that's great. You know, you can get a tripod at Five Below really cheap, and just set up somebody's phone to record her body language. Because a lot of times, too, you'll go back and you'll look at it and you'll see times that maybe she did both ways. Either she stiffened up, she showed stuff that we missed. Yes, good girl. Or she did little more relaxing things. So she's breathing heavier, but there's a loose tail. You know, she looked back at you and got a loose tail.